Okay, back to the topic of today, short shots. And when we are talking about short shots, then typically we are talking about the situation that our part for any kind of reasons will not completely being filled up. And there are several kind of reasons and also several kind of options we can use nowadays simulation to at least, first of all, to have an understanding why we have this kind of situation, as well as also that you can work with several workarounds to get rid of the topic of short shots. So it means in many cases, I mean, one of our key reasons is that we don't have enough pressure regarding process condition. The pressure issue, it is something that you can work around on in several ways. So first of all, you can simply increase the injection pressure if you have, for example, the machine which is able to capture it on one side, but also on the other side. If this is not an option, then you can have also still the possibility to work here with the temperature, no matter when we are talking about melt or mold temperature. The second point is that for sure we have also the possibility to work here with an alternative material, simply with the situation that we have to work here on our viscosity. So it means, again, when we are working on temperature, then we are working on our viscosity because we want to make sure that we need, for example, lesser pressure to fill up our application when we have a fixed machine. Or if we have a bigger machine being available, then we can simply work to increase the injection pressure. So it highly depends here on the boundary condition. Something which is a little bit more complicated, especially when you already have an existing mold base, but it is still an option in many cases that we have to modify here our cavity. So it means we can work here on our part thickness. And not only that we have to talk about to increase the wall thickness in general, but also that we have to talk about the wall thickness distribution. So it means, for example, when you have a structural application, and you have a lot of ribs, for example, on your part, and then one of the key reasons that we have here this kind of short shot scenario is that we have in those cases design, especially for the ribs, which is not very sufficient. So it means our application will be filled up in the main areas where we have a thicker wall thickness, which is typically then the base of our part. And afterwards, we are going to fill up our ribs. So it means, but still, there is an opportunity to work on this as well. And then you can take all the other things here into account. For example, that we have to talk about the possible gate location, the possible gate numbers, and so on and so forth.